Brandon Jennings, who frankly has far more talent and upside, not as refined as Steph Curry as a shooter. Jeff Teague, Johnny Flynn, Ty Lawson, CLA are seen as guys with more upside. And then you have Steph, who's a spectacular shooter, but not a true point.
RJ is a bust. CJ McCollum's not going to be this. Giannis, MVP? Yeah, okay. Sound like a lot of headlines and articles that you heard in previous years? Yeah, I know. So in this video, I want to talk about why you really can't judge players and you shouldn't judge players off their rookie season alone. Obviously, when you transition from college or the Euro leagues or even from high school, back when they let players in straight from high school to the NBA, there's an adjustment period, and sometimes it takes longer for other players. The problem is people are like, oh, we saw them their rookie season and that's what they're gonna be or what they're not gonna be. And I don't think that's a fair assessment. Now, obviously there are some things you can tell, and obviously you use it as a way to measure what they need to improve on and what they do well. But at the same time, we've seen, like I said in my little intro over there, plenty of players who are not projected to be this good or are going to be this good, and yet they turn out way better than projected. Steph Curry, prime example, 7th pick in the 2009 draft. The Minnesota Timberwolves took 2 point guards over him. They had back-to-back picks, and they didn't take Steph in either of them. But drafting a player is not exactly what I'm talking about, although it kind of relates to it because obviously, projecting from a draft, from college, that kind of stuff is not as easy as to tell once they're already in the NBA. But what I mean is really from their rookie season. Let's take RJ for example, because he's been thriving lately. There were so many people last year who were ready to write RJ off and say he's not good, he's not gonna be good, he's this, he's that. And then they look at him this year and they're like, oh, he's so good, I love him, I love watching him, he's this, he's that, he's great, he's gonna be his all-star. And I understand that your opinions change, and obviously mine do as well as we learn more about a player. And there's nothing wrong with having an opinion, don't get me wrong. Obviously we all form opinions about things, and watching RJ, for example, in this case, people thought he's not gonna be that good. That's fine, you can have your opinion, but at the same time, that doesn't make your opinion right. And really more so, I'm talking about those people who are just like, no, he's this, he's not gonna be good, like no room for error. Basically saying like, no, I know what it is, I know what it is. Some people, say he needs to improve on this and that. Other people are like, no, that's it. I saw him 50 games and that's it. He's not gonna be good. He's gonna be the worst player in the league. Like, it's just crazy. If you know me, if you watch my channel, then you know that I'm not one to make hasty decisions and opinions on players, because I know that it's not, I'm not in the league, but I know it's not easy to just go from college to the NBA. Ben Simmons, for example, obviously being injured is not better than playing, but at the same time, he had a couple of years to get acclimated to the NBA, watching film, seeing how the team travels and all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that we don't see, that Ben Simmons had a couple of years to develop and acclimate to before he even stepped foot on the court. So that doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna come out and play amazing his first game or his rookie season, but there were things that he didn't have to, learn when he was also a rookie. I'm getting a little off track, but I'm also still sticking to my point in that I just feel like people are too judgmental of people on their rookie season. Let's put this into perspective outside the NBA. If you get a job and this is your first year at the job, chances are you're not going to know everything that's happening around the company, all the aspects and tasks that you have to do, and you're going to be faced with challenges throughout your first year. When you get to your second year and you see some new person come in, you're like, oh, I already know what to do. I can show you the ropes. Here's this, here's a shortcut to this is what you can do. So it kind of has the same thing, or kind of has a similar effect on the NBA. And can you imagine coming to the league and be like, yeah, I gotta guard LeBron and Steph Curry and Kevin Durant and James Harden. How am I gonna do that? You can watch as much film as you want, but that doesn't mean you're gonna be able to do it once a game hits. There are a lot of players who are able to blossom and develop their talent being in the league for a couple of years or a few years, being around NBA shooting coaches, NBA players, veterans, people who could help them and teach them what they need to do to get better and how to be a better, more efficient player. Draymond Green, 2nd round pick, wasn't supposed to be a defensive player of the year and a 3-time champion. Kawhi Leonard, no one projected this from Kawhi either. Like, there's just so many players who need time to develop in the league, and we need to stop making a rash judgment just because they didn't have the best rookie season. The more you practice and the longer you develop your skills, the better you're probably gonna get at them. We see Zion exploding this year. Can you imagine what he'd be at 26 when he has all his skills fully developed? He's already ridiculous as it is, but imagine him at 26. Like, this is what I'm saying. Be patient with people. Stop judging them so quickly. And like I said, everyone is entitled to their opinion. I don't have a problem with anyone's opinions. You're not wrong, you know, you may be right, but at the same time, just, you know, maybe just think about it a little bit and be like, you know what, maybe I'll be a little less harsh on them about their rookie season because it was their first year in the league. Or maybe I'll wait till their second season to make a judgment, and then I could be like, okay, I have a better understanding of what they play, how they play, all that kind of stuff. I just like to bring positivity, and I think there's a lot more positive things that could be said about players rather than always criticizing them. I don't know, that's just my opinion. My opinion versus your opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time. Bye.